Hey everybody,
Racetrack Ladies here.
we're having a board meeting.
Welcome to our board meeting.
Well, we're missing one of the ladies. Hey, Lady K.
Lady K.
Lady K.
Missing you.
So tonight we got to watch the Bristol Pistol race.
Yes.
And that was finally something happened, exciting finish.
Well, let's start at
The race was
Okay, but let's start at the beginning. How cute are those kids when they sing the national anthem?
And I said, how cute is Ingrid with Jeff?
Okay, I didn't say that.
Okay.
I was looking at the kids. They looked cute with their red, white, and blue. They were all singing from the heart.
They were really precious.
Okay, yeah.
The outfits were cute.
Yeah.
So anyway, so the race started.
The race started, and
then first things first was Earnhardt.
yeah, Junebug.
Yeah.
You know, Junior, I'm beginning to wonder, you really, Lady K has said this before, that, you kind of caused some of your own problems, and here was a prime case of where you caused your own problem, dude.
Yeah, but I didn't realize until after they said it, you can't do it on the initial green flag, which
And
I thought you could. Maybe that's the Bush
but you know what amazes
Restart
me
only.
is that this is not the first race that he's ever started.
It's not his first rodeo.
No, so I'm thinking like somewhere in his mind he knew it, but he went, I am going to choose to forget that this
He
time.
said, look, it's really open on the right-hand side. Nobody's
Nobody's
taking
out
it.
there. Well,
Maybe I should have.
Junebug, there was a reason nobody was up there.
He had a
you
good
can't do
car. He had a great car.
it. Yeah, and that's the bad part. He had a good car.
Well, he had an okay, he was okay, then he kind of fell back, and then it took him forever, and he never got back on the lead lap. But good thing for him, Kyle Busch mowed down the rest of the field.
Literally.
We ended with, 14 cars, 15 cars on the lead lap?
I think there were
at the
13 on the
most.
lead lap.
At the most.
But also one of the Chase contenders early in the race had problems, and that was Jimmy Johnson.
That's right.
Oh.
Cut that tire
Cut
after you
that
hit the
tire.
wall.
Oh, yeah.
He had an owie.
Yeah, a big owie.
Yeah.
So,
Big one.
thinking through the race, anything special stick out in your mind?
Well, that one accident that happened with Casey Mears and Michael Waltrip. And
You talking about the melee?
I'm talking about the Clint Boyer comment about how Michael Waltrip can't drive.
I like Clint Boyer and I love Michael Waltrip. I didn't appreciate the comment.
Well,
I didn't
but
appreciate
Clint Boyer was reacting from what he knew, he felt, and he saw.
No.
He did not have the benefit of the replays and of the radio communication that we had.
No, but here's the deal.
I agree, Lady B.
People,
Thank
no,
you.
wait, this is what I think.
Oh.
People say
Let's listen.
what they really think about another individual in the heat of the moment.
Isn't that what they say about drunk people when they get angry?
Yeah, they really say what
So
they
it could be
mean.
the same thing with the race car driver. So I believe
No.
that Clint Boyer believes that.
Well,
even though it wasn't Michael's fault.
Okay, but let's talk about Michael Waltrip. He's not a great driver.
He's too good driver.
Well, okay, who are we comparing him against?
Okay, against Clint Boyer, no, he's not.
Yeah, I think Boyer's
Oh,
better
well,
than Waltrip.
whatever.
Yeah, Michael Waltrip hanging on top 35. He ain't all that. In the
He's
bag
in
of chips.
30th,
He's
please.
still hanging on.
So he's.
But if we're talking
you know,
Michael Waltrip
we're
and
talking-
Tony Raines,
he's better than Casey. Wait
I'll
a
go
minute.
with Michael
He's better
Waltrip.
than Casey Mears, who's got a fourth car ride in the RCR
Hey,
car,
hey,
and he's like not hanging on.
The
Can we say
wreck-
Chevy?
the wreck was not Casey's fault.
It was not
Everybody
Casey's
heard
fault.
The
Oh, no,
spotters
it was
say,
just the spotter's
clear,
fault.
Clear,
Yes.
clear. He moved as though he was clear, and you know what? He wasn't.
So it was not Michael Waltrip's fault, although I do say Michael Waltrip could have given him a little bit of room.
Yeah, but
That's
you
all he
don't
had to
know
do.
how close the car was behind Michael, and Michael could have caused a pileup
wait,
all
From
on his
our
own.
vantage point, from Clint Boyer's car, I think there was plenty of room.
If
He could
Kyle
have given him
Busch,
some room.
let me ask you this question: if Kyle Busch was in front of Michael Waltrip and that happened, would you have cared?
Well, I still think Michael Waltrip could have backed up.
Answer my own question.
It's a rough crowd.
You know, I'm just glad Kyle Busch didn't win. But
So,
anyhow,
yeah,
so
that was a pretty bad melee.
that was a big melee. But the one thing that happened in that melee was,
What was that?
It was that Clint Boyer was involved, and he looked like he had a bad problem with his right front toe.
I said that his toe
his
was
toe looked really.
his toe was in another stage.
Yeah, his toe looked pretty bad. Though.
Kind of
He
like
had
Casey
pretty bad.
Kane, his toe was way in
But
another.
apparently his broken toe worked real well on that track.
Yeah, no matter how crooked and crabby he had to drive, he did fine.
because they're used to driving crabby.
But you know what I thought was amazing was that they were talking like Casey Kane's going to get that car fixed and he's going to go right back out
But
there.
see, I heard them pull the card. I was listening to the official station. I heard them pull that card long before they ever said so on TV.
Then finally the announcers, well, he's not coming back. What,
duh.
you trying to give me false hope that he's coming back?
Exactly.
I don't know. Was all the radiator crap on the track a
I
clue
know.
that he
You're
was
right.
coming back, and the tire?
I was like looking at
But-
Jeff Burton's car.
Well, yeah, so speaking of the other incident that occurred, so Jeff Burton, unfortunately,
Yeah.
got involved. No fault of his own. He got run over by, I think, Nemorek. I think he's the one that hit him from
I think-
behind.
yeah.
And then Jeff Burton, boom, man, radiator done.
Yeah, but
He's
Jeff
out.
Burton was not running well all night as it was.
Well, but he
Yeah,
wasn't
but-
going to finish next to last or
But he
whatever
still didn't
finished.
deserve what happened. He was just in
No.
the wrong place at the wrong time.
neither
That
did
was
Michael
hard.
Waltrip.
Neither did Dave Blaney.
Oh, dang.
Dave, you really had some bad
Yeah,
luck. And I'm really
dude.
sorry, because I kind of like you. You're a nice
Well,
dude.
you know, and then, of course, well, in that other melee, we had Robbie Gordon
Melee.
was taken out,
Oh,
Sam
yeah.
Cornish was taken out. We were watching them all come out of the infield care center. Oh,
Yeah,
there's,
that's
oh,
pretty cool.
Hey, wasn't that the same one with Michael?
That was the
Waltrip?
melee.
Yeah,
that was
okay.
melee. Hey,
But you know, it takes a while
Keep
for
it
them to come
straight,
out.
ladies.
oh my gosh.
Anyhow, so, you know, the
Anyhow.
race droned on and
And
on.
on.
So then I
And
started
on.
looking at RV rentals for the Texas race.
In case you know, the ladies want to hook up in an RV and go
Yeah.
infield running.
Yeah.
We have access to a pad.
A pad.
A pad that we could pull on, but
I'm not sure I want to do that kind of rugged living. I kind of like a nice hotel.
But we're not sure that one of us could actually drive it. So
I
Yeah.
could drive it.
I drive a small car now.
Yeah, I drive a small car too. So
Okay, back to the race.
Oh,
So,
okay. Let's see, we got bored, so we can go shopping.
any crew chief calls that stood out?
No, I can't think of one.
Me, I can't either. I
But
think because
no.
it's Bristol, really.
Well, you know, and I found it interesting that, you know, every time they would come in and pit, they basically came out in the same order. It really
They
never
did.
changed
There was
up.
not much of a mix-up.
I think the best crew chief call was whoever worked on Clint Boyer's car because
Yes, because they
that
fixed
worked
that
well.
car.
I was surprised when I saw him fighting for a top 10. I
Yeah.
really was, because I wasn't expecting it. Because, you know,
And-
his toe, did we mention?
Yeah. Well, how about best driver?
I was saying, but you know, some of the drivers I thought that did a really good job tonight were my guy David Reagan. I thought you were doing a really good job, and
Her
then
boyfriend.
Eric Armarola. I thought you
Eric.
did a great job. I thought you did really well,
Eric
and I
did.
think you're really showing you belong in that car. And you know, Mark Martin, it's okay you're not in it because you're coming over to Hendrick anyway, so life is good.
Okay.
That's
all
my
right.
version of the
But
nutshell.
I mean, in reality, how many lug nuts would you give that race?
Oh.
Probably.
Well, hold it. Now, are we talking about the race, or are we talking about the action at the end?
Okay, so for the whole race, I give it a 3, but the action at the end,
You're
I give
very
it a
generous.
5.
Yeah, because I was cheering. First, I was cheering for Carl.
I was like,
Oddly
Lady
enough.
Ann,
I
you
was
are
cheering for
scaring me.
Carl.
And then
It was
I
weird.
was cheering for Denny Hamlin.
Okay, and I was
I
okay with
was
that.
too,
And then I was cheering for anybody.
but Kyle Busch.
But I mean, Kyle, I used to be a real big fan of Kyle. Seriously.
Back
Go
when he was
back-
humble.
Yeah. And this year
He
he
is
lost.
still humble.
No.
No, because
No.
now the issue, after Carl wins the race, why did he have to come? I mean, yes, Carl did a bump and run on him, did a bump and run on Kyle Busch, but Kyle Busch did a bump and run on him, but couldn't run and get ahead of him. So what, Carl wins the race and all of a sudden Kyle thinks he can just run into a couple times?
It is frustrating, and I'll say this: it is frustrating when you lead over 4/5 of the race.
It happens.
Well, yes, but I understand where the passion comes from.
You
and it's
still
all-
don't do
and it's
that.
all
I'm
boring.
sorry.
Now, that being said,
That wasn't passion. That was immature.
That being said, I still think that he's going to lose all those points that he gained by winning
Oh,
those
yeah,
races.
that's right. He's out
gonna
here.
lose. He's gonna lose some points
Bye-bye.
for that one.
Yeah.
But I think
Bye-bye.
after watching it, I think Carl might lose some points too. But overall,
Yeah.
I
Yes,
thought
'cause Carl
the
did it
ending
too.
was pretty good. So you gave it a 3.
I gave it a 3.
How about you, Lady B? Quickly.
3.
A 3.
All right, so there you
And
go.
a 3 too.
Most of the race was like a 1.
Oh, yeah.
3.
Oh, okay, thank you.
All right, so that was about our take on the race. Congratulations to Carl Edwards and to Jeff Gordon, who had a top 5. Love you, Jeff, but your car's
Tony,
just not
he had
running
a
very
top
well.
10. Very solid
the
run.
cheating cars did pretty well.
Yeah, cheating
Oh
cars.
my gosh.
Cheating gift cars. All right, and on that note, so next weekend we have California. That would be our home
That's
state.
where we were born.
And it probably explains a lot.
That's their problem.
All right, but we'll catch you guys next week, and be sure to catch us at our website at racetrackladies.com.
Our YouTube videos on youtube.com/racetrackladies.
And our MySpace.
At MySpace Facebook.com/racetrackladies.
And don't forget to catch our iTunes, our podcast on iTunes. Because we're just so witty. You want to take us with you everywhere
you go. All right, we'll check you later. Have a good weekend. Bye.
Bye.